angel appeared to him. He said, how do I know what you tell me is the truth? Immediately he became dumb. That's different. That's different. To outright saying that, when the angel appeared to you to say that, how do I know whether what you tell me is true or not? It's a separate thing. In this case, Gideon seek for certain confirmation, and the Lord gave it to him. So it's just to encourage you, right? So anybody can remember what's this confirmation about the fleece? The fleece. Now, after the Lord helped him gather the soldiers, right? He asked for one confirmation. He said, Lord, help me with this, so that I know that you are with me and I can defeat the enemy. If I put a piece of fleece outside, right? And the next day, if the fleece is all wet, right? And the surrounding is all dry, then, I know that you're with me. And the next day it was so. When he took the fleece, he squeezed, it was like a bowl of water, right? So it's wet. So he says, okay, why don't we do it again, right? I think he made it harder. He said, I put a piece of fleece now. If the surroundings are all wet, but only the fleece is dry, then I'll know they're with me. And the next day it was so, right? And he took a double confirmation. And naturally speaking, we know that if you put a piece of fleece and when the dews come down, everything will be wet, right? So it was supernatural. But you know that this has indication to Jesus' death. You see, when Jesus first came down, right, he has the dew of heaven with him. Heaven's favor was with him. But his surrounding were dry. He couldn't quite bear with the people sometimes. They just don't believe. So he was like the fleece that was wet with the dew of heaven. Remember when he was baptized in River Jordan, the Lord said, this is my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. The Lord's favor was upon him, right? He was like the wet fleece. Fleece is our lamb skin, right? Right, it's the Lamb of God, right? Perfect Lamb of God. So it's a picture of Christ. And the next day, the next one is, the fleece was dry. That was him at the cross. It was all dried up. So that his favor could be given to people who believe in him everywhere else. That's a picture of Christ that was hidden. That's why later on the road to Emmaus, during the last leg of the trip, I'll be talking to you about how we should read the Bible. But when you read the Old Testament, it's about finding out about Jesus. It's fun, right? And yeah, so he defeated the Midianite. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So just want to encourage you that the Lord is good, right? The Lord select us when we are weak. The Lord worked through us with a certain process. We can seek Him for certain confirmation, but at the end, He'll made you who He wants to make you. You get there. So be encouraged. So enjoy the surrounding, and you can just think about the story. Thank you very much.
Maybe I kind of do what you say, but